Hey guys, so we're walking again. It's me again. I have a lot to say. I just realized the plant's right in front of you. I never expected to see myself in a situation like that. Nothing ever happens to me.
Today I'm making this chicken stir fry stuff. Amongst other things, you need bell peppers, broccoli, cashews, sesame oil, and chicken.
So last time we spoke, I was on Hinge and an incident occurred.
You're also going to need some olive oil, garlic, soy sauce, and mushrooms.
So I was talking to this guy on Hinge, right? That's always how it starts. And I thought he was so cool. I thought he was so interesting, and he was nice. He was really nice and just like cool and interesting, and I thought he was really, smart and cool. And we were talking for a fat minute.
Now we're gonna make this sauce stuff that goes on the chicken. So you get your little toasted sesame oil, your soy sauce, and it called for honey, but I didn't have any, so I just used maple syrup. I think it went well.
We talked for like a month, and we were like giving each other like song recommendations and stuff, and I was like happy about that because I was like, music is everything to me or whatever,
It said to use a whisk to mess that up, but it was a little bit extra if you ask me.
He seemed to be into me. I mean, like, he seemed to like me, like, as a person, and that's what you want.
Now I'm cutting that chicken up, and let me tell you guys, there will be no eggs in this recipe. No eggs! And if you think that there's something about eggs in here or whatever, you're reaching.
So we set up a date, right? We were going to get Italian food at a town that was like in the middle of our two towns. It was still going to be like a 2-hour drive. Maybe. Or maybe a 1 hour? I can't remember.
And I mean it, y'all. If I say anything weird, I do not mean it. And you know that I'm saying that. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking to you. Nothing. Nothing about eggs. Nothing about nothing.
But anyway, my family was just telling me, they were like, Ray Boons, before you meet up with this dude, you need to get his last name and all that so you can like look him up on Facebook or whatever. And I was like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. You're not going to find anything,
I also put these little cheesy potato, spinach, artichoke things in the oven.
I literally told my mom, like word for word, I was like, you're not going to find anything. Like, he's just going to be a regular dude. And she was like, no, you need to get his last name right now. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just text him and ask him for it. It'll be like super casual, not weird at all.
Now you're going to want to put some oil in here and all your chicken and start putting it on like some low heat kind of, I guess.
So then I got his name, I got his last name from him, and I just gave it to my mom because I don't have a Facebook, so I wasn't even going to look him up.
And don't worry, y'all, I seasoned the chicken. I put like chili powder on there and garlic powder and salt and pepper and some other stuff.
And then I guess later my mom looked him up, or my little sister did, because I was sitting on my bed, I was playing with my Nintendo Switch, I was on the phone with my best friend, I was chilling, I was having a good night, I was thinking I was going to go get some Italian food, and meet somebody cool, and then my little sister comes in, and she's got her phone out, and she shows me his Facebook page, and
now you're going to want to get your bell peppers out. I got all 3 of these out, but really I only cut up the red one because I didn't want to put too many bell peppers in there, but look at that.
And I was looking at his Facebook page, and I was scrolling through it, right?
Just keep cutting it up in some little slices, and then you're going to turn it to the side, and oh, what's going to happen now? Oh, you're going to cut it now as little cubes. Cute little cubes. Look how many of them there are now. Oh my god.
And it turned out.
I know y'all are waiting to hear what's going to happen with this dude, but look, now you got to get some broccoli and cut off the little stems, because I hate the little stems.
That he was married.
I think I'm overcrowding the pan with all this stuff, but I think it's fine. The chicken's cooking.
I know. I know. It's crazy, right? I never expected to see myself in a situation like that. Nothing ever happens to me.
Thank y'all so much for Maples Crown. Thank y'all for sticking it out with us. Make sure to close your bar tab and tip the waitress.
But yeah, it said he was in a relationship for like a couple good years, you know? And I was just like, wow, that's like real.
Indeed, it was very real. But anyway, now I'm putting all these mushrooms in here, and I also forgot to put the cashews in here, so there's me doing that now. Now I'm putting my little sauce in there, and I did have to up the dosage because I made too little of it, so I had to make it be more.
Yeah, so I was just a little bit taken aback by that. They had been married for a while. Not a while, but a while. And my little sister, when she saw it, she was like angry. And she was like, why aren't you angry? He lied to you. He lied to you. And honestly, my head was blank. My mind was like, you know, I was playing Animal Crossing. My mind was blank. When I heard it, I just kind of laughed. I was like, oh, he's married.
My little cheesy potato things came out looking good.
I don't know.
I wanted some more leafy greens, so I made this Caesar salad as well. And everything was about ready at this time.
It was just bizarre.
So I started plating the chicken, and I think it turned out really nice.
And I was just confused because I was like, what? I didn't think anything. I don't know. I was so, even now I'm like, what? Did that really happen? It did. And then I was like, well, I would like some clarification as to why it says this on your Facebook profile. I had a lot of questions, you know. It said that they were married, but they didn't have any photos together. And like, he hadn't posted like in a fat minute. So I was like, there's gotta be like something I just don't know other than this, him being married. So I just texted him and I was like, hey, are you married? And then I sent that text and I figured he wasn't gonna respond because it was late. And I was just like, well, I'll wake up in the morning probably to a text about that and that'll be interesting.
Wow. It's like recorded while I'm eating?
And the next morning I woke up and I got a text and he told me that they had been separated for like a fat minute and they were just waiting for all the papers to go through. And I was like, okay, I got you.
Wow, that's not bad. Yeah, that is good.
And I will say, for like a hot minute, I was like, you know, I could still go on this date, you know? I was like that. But then, after I talked to like all my friends and family throughout the entire day, by the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I can't go on that date. I just realized the plant's right in front of your face.
Right. You might need to see me.
It doesn't matter that I haven't been on a date in like 5 years. It doesn't matter. I have to keep my head on my shoulders and stuff. Talked to him on the phone that night and I was like asking him, I was like, so can I ask you about that whole thing? I'm so weak. I couldn't tell him on the phone that I wasn't gonna go on the date. So when we were talking, he was like, well, when I see you on Saturday, I'll explain some more stuff. And in the back of my head, I was like, oh no, I can't be there. But then my mouth said, oh yeah, sure. But in the back of my head, I was like, no. But you know what? It's all right. I'm all right. I'm still thriving. I still have that twinkle in my eye. I still have hope for the future, even though I did delete Hinge. I deleted Hinge and I'm not going to ever re-download it. I'm really not. I'm not. So now I'm just walking. I'm just walking with Pax and just living my life. I do have a gig with Maple's Crown coming up with the band. We're gonna sing. I'm gonna sing and play instrument.
Shut